Here are 3 ways to regain control when stressing, refreshing the newsfeed, or numbing out. Hey, my friend, my name is Clarinda Price from Clarinda's Empowerment Coaching, and I'm so glad you're here. This is episode 124 of the Feel Light, Mind, and Body podcast. If you're a heart-centered woman who has found herself being successful in many areas like career, relationships, or caregiving, but you're still struggling with weight loss, energy, and peace of mind, you found your community. Welcome. Today's episode is relevant because, let's face it, when the world feels chaotic, it's easy to lose our peace. When things around us feel unsettled or uncertain, our nervous systems go on high alert. You might notice your heart racing, blood pressure rising, some disrupted sleep, or your mind looping in all of the what-ifs. That's your sympathetic nervous system, the part that is fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, kicking in. And lately, maybe it's been doing overtime. If it stays on too long, it starts affecting your sleep, your digestion, your energy, inflammation, and even belly fat because of the extra cortisol release. Right now, social media is filled with so many polarizing posts, contradicting information, and disheartening comments. Unfortunately, it's starting to feel like 2020 again. It's really quite hard to avoid because we need to make informed decisions. But the tension, the emotional turmoil, and the overwhelm is real. And if you found yourself doom scrolling, refreshing the feed or the headline over and over again, spiraling in thoughts of what ifs, or reaching for something to take the edge off, you're not alone. That's why I decided to do this podcast today. If you're listening in real time, the Canadian election is approaching, the U.S. tariffs are escalating, and it's hard to keep up. We can't seem to process the information we're receiving before there's new changes coming our way. I've been hearing from my clients and past clients that even with the tools, it's been a little harder to stay grounded right now. I think we all just want to know what the truth is, and lately the truth just seems more slippery. But today, I'm not here to debate the news, ever. I'm here to check in on you and help you check in to see how this is affecting you and give you 3 ways to help you get back your control. First, let's talk about symptoms. If your sleep is disrupted, your digestion is off, your relationships feel strained, or you're relying more on alcohol, food, or continual scrolling in order to decompress, your nervous system most likely is on high alert and it needs a reset. So let's check in. On a scale of 1 to 10, how overwhelmed would you rate yourself? Let's go with 10 being the highest is when you are feeling anxiety every day, when you're waking up at night and you're finding it harder to go back to sleep, maybe being awake for an hour or more. You notice that you're over-snacking, or you're using wine more often than not. And in order to shut your brain off at night, you're using medication in order to fall asleep. A 1 might mean that you're balanced, focused, not stress eating, and letting others have their opinions without your blood pressure rising. Maybe you're somewhere in the middle, a 5 or 6. You're managing okay, but you're also noticing those little not so great habits creeping in. Some nights you sleep well, and other nights you scroll extra late, even though you know it's going to mess with your sleep. You may feel focused and in control one day, and the next day feel discouraged, down, and unmotivated. Wherever you land, don't judge it, because awareness is always the first step to make a change. I'm sharing 3 powerful ways to help you regain control, starting now. Number 1, check the root of your actions. This isn't about demonizing chocolate or wine or scrolling. It's simply asking the right question of, why am I doing this right now? Am I tired, lonely, frustrated? What is it that my brain is trying to achieve by doing this? What's it hope to gain? When we operate from our lower brain, the amygdala, we're just trying to survive, not thrive. When we're stuck in reactivity, we don't make great decisions. We want the quick fix, and the sooner, the better. The amygdala is great at keeping us alive, but it's not so great at helping us reach our goals. So while that part of our brain is important, it's not where we want to live every day. We all oscillate from day to day, but when you're trying to rate yourself, I want you to think of your weekly average. What is your overall general feeling and behaviors? The other night, I was in the bath, supposedly unwinding, but without thinking, I left my phone right on the bath mat beside me. When my watch buzzed and I glanced and noticed that it was a message from Bree, I checked it. Then I remembered, oh, I haven't watched her reels lately. So what do? I go to her reels. And then what follows are the political reels. You know, the ones with the sound bites that just hook us right in. Well, I watched a few, and then I could feel the stress rising. And that feels terrible, doesn't it? So I automatically said, enough. I don't want this stress. I don't want my mind to be on high alert. This is a time to relax. This is a time to unplug from the world. This is part of my sleep hygiene. So what we might be doing naturally, easily, we're suddenly finding ourselves more challenged. And it's not what we want. We don't want our mind to have to work hard at processing and balancing and trying to figure everything out that we've just watched. We want it to be relaxed and in that restorative state so it can go through into the deep sleep where we're going to repair our bodies and cleanse our minds. If it's so busy trying to sort through what we've just put into it, it's going to be hard to do that. It's going to be hard to get to that stage by the time we want to wake up in the morning. We all do it. But here's the difference that I'm experiencing and those with strategies and tools in place are experiencing. We're able to catch it within 5 minutes or so, rather than it going on for an hour or more, and then suddenly saying enough. And that makes all the difference. And then we have to be intentional. So I unplugged from social media, put on some soft music, washed my face, did a little brain rewiring, some of the exercises that I do, had my prayer time, and then fell asleep. I woke up around 5:30, my natural time, feeling good. So much better than if I had continued to scroll and let that increase my stress rate, actually tap into my sympathetic instead of letting it go into the parasympathetic state for sleep. Moving on to number 2, don't dismiss the little actions because they get you on base. Are you ready for a baseball analogy? Since the new season has started, you can't hit a home run if you don't first step up to the plate. And before you round third base and make it to home, you have to get to first base. We make progress one base at a time. That first base might look like unplugging from social media 30 minutes earlier. It might mean substituting your evening wine for a relaxing tea, maybe a journal check-in, or deciding to join a coaching program, even though you're feeling nervous at first. Small steps are powerful because they get your momentum going. Instead of staying stuck or spiraling, one step makes you take the next step and the next step. My clients don't just magically feel lighter. They take one base at a time with coaching support and repetition. Number 3, don't overestimate the power of the pause. This applies to any stressor, not just political. It can be work-related, family, or health stress. The same nervous system rules apply. When your sympathetic nervous system gets activated, it drains your energy. That's why you may notice your patience thins and your cravings increase. Your body is looking for relief. So before you reach for your phone, food, or sip something, anything that's become a habitual comfort, ask, is this feeling still good? Or have I crossed into that too much feeling? We talked about that more in depth in episode 124. It's titled, Why It's So Hard to Stop at One and What to Do Instead. So I encourage you to go back and watch or listen to that, or if you've already watched it, watch it again. You're going to hear it differently this time. That one moment of awareness can change everything. It's not judgment, it's simply curiosity. Then you can ask yourself a great quality question. Something like, what is the kindest thing I can do for myself right now? What would feel most nurturing? Then do that instead of doing the impulsive thing. Why? Because the impulsive thing usually makes you feel worse later, whether that's physically or it might be mentally, because maybe it's holding you back from doing something that you really wanted to do. It could be a health goal. It could be a business goal. It could be having that conversation with a family member or friend. And again, please know that you're not alone in this. Lisa, in our coaching session the other week, said that the sessions were so grounding for her, that things could happen through the week, but when she comes here, it's a reset. And looking around at the other ladies on the call, I could see they were like, same here. Life throws us curveballs, but with the right support, we can rise above it. Now, in our groups, we don't talk about world events at all. We focus on what we can control, which is our health, our mind, our body, our thoughts, and actions. We choose what perspective we're going to focus on and what kind of a lifestyle, what kind of a life we want to create, not just on the outside, but internally as well. This isn't like most weight loss or health programs. One way that it differs is I help show you what your brain is doing and how it's affecting your body, so that then together we can look at the strategies and I can share tools that will help you change in a way that feels good, but also can be doable and lasting. It's creating a lifestyle. It's not just a temporary fix. I want to leave you with this, and I really want you to sink this in. You deserve peace. You deserve comfort, and you deserve the kind of joy and contentment that comes from managing your mind and managing your emotions, not from the hit of scrolling or that sugar fix. If this is resonating with you, I'd love to invite you to join us in a fresh start, Feel Lighter, in 2 weeks. It starts April 22nd, which is the Tuesday after Easter. If you're feeling heavy emotionally, physically, or mentally, this is your chance for a reset. This is a chance to refresh your mind, your body, your soul. This program is a complimentary gift. All you have to do is add in my gift, all lowercase letters and all one word. So MYGIFT. After you click the link that I'll add to the show notes, when you get to the checkout page, you'll enter that code. It'll make it go to 0, and then you'll get an email that's going to take you to the next step. That next step will be checking your email. You're going to receive one that will have everything that you need right there. You're going to find the link to be able to get into your first module of the Feel Light, Mind, and Body program. That's what a fresh start is. It's giving you access to 5 to 7 videos. They're short, they're science-based, as well as coaching support and more resources. It's always a fantastic group of women. And if you can't get on a coaching call live, I always save the replays as well. You can sign in at any time at your convenience. From anywhere in the world, you'll find it in your time zone. And you go through the videos at your own pace. What do you think? Is this your sign or little nudge to get back in the game? Is it your nudge to say, it's time to prioritize myself and give myself a reset? I want to help you reclaim your peace of mind, focus, and control. It's going to feel so much better. What if we're focusing on what we can control, our health, rather than let ourselves be distracted by something that within a month or so, the decision will be made one way or the other, but also where will our health be at that point? Will we be continuing to let the cortisol rise in our bodies and it being unhealthy internally? Are we going to continue to put ourselves in a stress state, or are we going to take control? Maybe right now you're like, yes, I know I need this. Well, think about who else in your life might need it and invite them, especially where it's free. I only offer this, a fresh start, Feel Lighter, in 2 weeks, a few times a year. And this is my first time offering it for free. But I've been noticing on social media, in my social circle, as well as even with past clients, they're reaching out to me and saying, this is tough right now. This is a tough season. And I want us to focus on our health again. Let's cut through the noise. Let's turn inward. Let's increase our immunity, increase our health so that we can deal with whatever life throws our way. And hey, if we're going to think about whether it's good or bad, and we're just using our imagination because we really don't know, I encourage you to focus on what is possible that is good. Might as well. Otherwise, we're adding even more stress to who knows what the outcome will be. As a healthy distraction, start to think about how you want to feel and look this summer. Visualize yourself around the pool or going to an ocean cottage somewhere and just feeling more free, peaceful, and at ease in whatever you're wearing. Having energy and feeling lighter mentally and physically just allows us to show up better for everyone else, including ourselves, and also to increase the joy of the experience, whatever that is. No one can do this for you. No one can decide for you. And that's great news because then we get to feel that sense of accomplishment. We get to feel proud of ourselves. And we get to stomp on those myths that are holding us back. Things like, it's too hard. Oh, I failed in the past. I can't do this. This won't last. I challenge you. Join us. A fresh start. Feel lighter in 2 weeks. And if you don't, well, guess what? You tried. But if you play full out, I know you will because I've watched it happen for hundreds of women. Those that are signed up now are getting excited. I have new faces, new names, I should say. I haven't seen a face yet, as well as previous clients saying, okay, I need this again. I want back in. So bring a friend, and I hope to see you inside. And until next week, make it a great one.